Have you ever felt a bit awkward or out of place when traveling to a new country or even just meeting someone from a different culture? It's like you're not quite sure how to act, what to say, or even how loudly to speak. This feeling is super common, but what if I told you there's a skill you can learn to navigate these situations with confidence and ease? It's called global dexterity. So, what exactly is global dexterity? Put simply, it's the ability to adapt your behavior to fit into different cultural contexts, all while staying true to who you are. It's about being a cultural chameleon, but without losing your own unique colors. It's a powerful skill in our interconnected world, whether you're a student, a professional, or just someone who loves to travel. Developing this skill involves a three-stage process. Think of it as a roadmap: diagnosis, customization, and integration. Let's break it down. The first stage is diagnosis. This is all about becoming a cultural detective. Before you can adapt, you need to understand. You need to carefully observe the new culture and figure out its unspoken rules. A great way to do this is by looking at 6 key dimensions. First, there's directness. How straightforward are people? Do they say exactly what they mean, or do they hint at it indirectly? Second is formality. How do people address each other? Is it first names all around, or are titles like Mr. or Doctor important? Third, we have assertiveness. How strongly do people state their opinions? Are debates and disagreements common and accepted, or is harmony prioritized? Fourth is self-promotion. Is it normal for people to talk about their achievements, or is modesty more valued? Fifth is enthusiasm. How much emotion do people show in their interactions? Are they animated and expressive, or more reserved and calm? And finally, number 6 is personal disclosure. How much personal information do people share with colleagues or new acquaintances? Are they an open book, or more private? By diagnosing these 6 dimensions, you get a clear map of the cultural landscape you're in. It helps you understand the why behind people's behavior. Once you've done your detective work, you move on to the second stage, customization. This is where you start to adjust your own behavior. But here's the tricky part. You can't just flip a switch and become a different person. This is where 2 important concepts come into play: your personal comfort zone and the zone of appropriateness. The zone of appropriateness is the range of behaviors that are considered normal and acceptable in that particular culture. You can't change this. It is what it is. For example, if it's considered inappropriate to be loud in a library in that culture, you being loud won't suddenly make it acceptable. Your personal comfort zone, on the other hand, is the range of behaviors that feel natural and comfortable to you. This is what you can work on. The goal isn't to force yourself to do things that feel completely fake or wrong. Instead, it's about gently stretching your comfort zone to overlap more with the zone of appropriateness. Maybe you're naturally a very reserved person, but you're in a culture that values enthusiasm. You don't have to become the life of the party overnight. You can start by simply smiling more or using slightly more expressive hand gestures. It's about finding small, manageable tweaks that help you connect better without feeling like you're losing yourself. You're not changing your personality. You're expanding your behavioral repertoire. And that brings us to the final stage, integration. This is the part where your new behaviors become second nature. You've diagnosed the culture. You've customized your approach by stretching your comfort zone, and now you practice. You try out these new behaviors in real-life situations. Some will work, some won't, and that's okay. You learn, you adjust, and you try again. Over time, what once felt like a conscious effort becomes an automatic part of how you interact in that specific context. You build a kind of muscle memory for different cultures. You might find yourself naturally becoming more direct in one setting and more indirect in another, without even thinking about it. Life itself is a process of continuous integration. We're always learning, growing, and adapting. Global dexterity is just applying that same principle to our cultural interactions. It's about building bridges, not walls. It makes you a more effective communicator, a more empathetic person, and a more confident global citizen. So next time you find yourself in a new cultural setting, don't panic. Remember the 3 stages: diagnose, customize, and integrate. You've got this. Thanks for watching. If you found this helpful, give this video a like and consider subscribing for more tips on navigating our amazing, diverse world. See you in the next one.